Hello everybody and thank you guys for watching. Chris Proudfoot loves to talk about things he cannot talk about, and it turns out the police said we never told him that. So who do you believe, the police or Chris Proudfoot? Well, Chris is one of those people that I think just loves to be in a know and outsmart people, which I don't think he can. I don't think he was ever good at it, but it's sort of a challenge for him. And his language indicates that. He loves to be the person teaching. And he will probably be like that for the rest of his life. Chris Proudfoot claims he cannot talk about the medication Sebastian was taking that particular night. He said daily and nightly he took medication, but the question was, what did he take that night? Did Sebastian take anything that may have made him sleepy? And he starts hyper. Because of hyper, he starts saying violation. He didn't spell it out, he stopped himself when he began to say it. Nice try. I have stated it before that it is my conviction Katie Proudfoot gave him too much medicine, that he rolled out of bed, probably trying to vomit, because he ate a lot that day and he had toxins in his body from taking too much sleep aid. I do think Katie was alone with Sebastian that moment at 10 p.m. when she heard the thud. We also had huge emphasis on nothing being missing from the house. His shoes are still there. I am not going to get too much into what I saw on the video, the enhanced video. And I had this video for quite some time, but there didn't seem much interest in it. So at the time there was a lot of misinformation and disinformation floating around, as there is still. So I put it on the back burner. But nonetheless, if what the people that seem to be in the know, in terms of they have been very good at investigating cases, the ones that I know, what they are describing, they are seeing, and I'm not disagreeing with it. Everything that has been sensitive in Chris Proudfoot's and Katie Proudfoot's languages aligns. When old statements and the analyses thereof align with no evidence, it is one of the best things that can really happen. I like the two statements, when two statements say the same thing. I like it when we can check ourselves, because in reality we need to always look for ways to try to prove ourselves wrong. One of the things that I always like to do is I try to prove my own analyses and my own results wrong. I am always looking for the what ifs. I'm looking for the loopholes. I'm looking for anything that also could have been. But I am also putting everything together and look for the common denominators. I look for the direction everything points towards. Nothing is missing, right? Did he mention shoes? Yes. What about house shoes? And what about socks? If what many of you think to have seen in the enhanced footage, something would be dangling from his foot. Again, I am throwing this out there. I am not confirming or denying. What is missing? Something is, the emphasis on nothing being missing and him not going out with his shoes, that is a sensitive area. What was he wearing? What is missing? That is what is important. Why, when somebody puts too much emphasis on something, then we need to look what it is that we need to look at. When somebody tells you you cannot look at an area, then it is especially important. Look, even when it comes to censorship, there was a video making around about, I don't want to get into details what it was about. It was quite a while back. And it was something that I dismissed actually. I said, no, this is too far-fetched. But then Facebook removed it. And the way it was done was out of the blue. And it caused me to look deeper into it. And I realized there is something there. The custody battle with Faith, there are so many things he cannot talk about. His quick claim that he wouldn't let his daughter around Sebastian. Really? I mean, can you get into more details? Because apparently there are people who believe there was a very significant incident between you and a stepsister. Something causing all of Terry Bowersox's children to be out of his life? No, of course, this is just a rumor, right? Don't pay attention to that. Cameras in the home. Why were they not working? Why was nothing working? Different reports about lights. Which lights were on? Why is this so important to him? You see, and then we have the timeline where exactly he was. There were all this. It is a 3-hour ride from Memphis to Hendersonville. He also had other family there, closer in this area. When was the last time he seen any of them? What is he doing on his weekends over there? Has he seen them? But was he not in his own home? We don't know. There are many speculations. Same like the speculation I mentioned when I asked, why are all of Terry Bowersox's children unwilling to have any contact with him? Terry Bowersox Jr. said Chris Proudfoot is a piece of trash. And he said he's very capable of hurting children, which we know. It doesn't mean he killed Sebastian. You see, a lot of time has been spent on Chris Proudfoot. I am spending the time on certain statements that Katie should have made, because Katie was there. Katie was the one who heard the thud. Chris Proudfoot, I don't think he was there. Nothing in their language indicates that he was. I'm not talking about afterwards. I'm talking about before. Everything leading up to Sebastian being missing.